Welcome back to the vlog. So you join me on a Monday at 4:30, just finishing and heading home from work. And yes, I do go to work. Contrary to popular belief, I do work 40 hours a week, and kind of pretty much standard office hours, give or take an hour and a half to 2 hours each day. You may be wondering how I can fit everything in, but that's another film, that's another video. We're not discussing that today. What we're discussing today is a bit of a day. I'm feeling a bit odd, if I'm being brutally honest. So, as you will know from previous films from many months ago now, I actually stopped taking any form of added sugar. No chocolate, no form of added sugar. The sugars I only took was natural within fruits and pastas, so carbohydrates. And that was very good. And because I'd done so well with it and found that, you know, I didn't do it for weight loss. I did it to improve my efficiency on the bike and endurance by learning to burn fat better. I slowly reintroduced sugar. However, for some bizarre, strange reason, I have noticed that from January this year, I seem to be taking in a lot of sugar, to the point of I'm like, whoa, hang on, this is actually too much sugar. I'm not putting on any weight, but you know, my energy levels were quite up and down. And I noticed during the Strathpuffer 24-hour, yes, I was a bit unwell and doing the event with the onset of a chest infection, but I just didn't feel good in terms of energy levels. Regardless of what I was eating, it was like, oh man, nothing seemed to be working, and I was having to fire down the gels. So that was telling me there was a problem. So I went to the cinema on Saturday with my wife and daughter, and yeah, I had some sugary stuff. And yesterday, Sunday, I just decided complete cold turkey. So just cut out all added sugar just immediately. There's no easy way to do this. Sugar is highly addictive, and I think I'm probably borderline there without actually realising. A lot of people will actually realise how reliant upon they are on sugar until you actually stop taking it, or try to stop taking it rather. So yesterday wasn't a problem, this morning wasn't a problem. However, when I got to about 2 o'clock today at work, I was like, whoa, I could feel a cold sweat coming on, and I immediately started thinking about some form of sugary product or cake or just something that contained a bit of sweetness. So today I've only drank water and coffee, and sorry, just going around quite a sharp corner, and oat cakes and ham, bananas. So like banana, you know, obviously kind of sugar, but it's natural sugar, so that's not a problem. So it's going to be very interesting because tonight I've got a very hard training session. It's not that long, it's only about 40 minutes in duration, but I'm preparing my body this week for FTP, functional threshold power test, which I explained in my film yesterday is basically determines the amount of power I can sustain for a given period of time, and in this case 20 minutes, and that gives me a good basis and indicator. So roughly at the moment, through my coach and his prescribed training plans, I'm sitting between 270 to 280 watts for 20 minutes, weighing in at a fluctuating between 61.5 to 62 kilos, which is basically giving me a power to weight ratio of 4.3 watts or thereabouts roughly per kilo, which is actually relatively good. I am quite happy with that, given the fact that I did have to have a period of time off through illness last year, and we're still in January, early winter, well, mid-winter rather. So I'm quite happy with that, given that I haven't done any form of threshold work yet, so we've still got that to come, so I am pretty happy. So the plan is to get up to 315 watts for 20 minutes. Obviously, so basically in a nutshell what this means is, given I'm on the same equipment advantages as other individuals, if you can't ride at 4.3 watts per kilo for at least 20 minutes, then going uphill I'm going to be faster than you. So it's just scientific, it's just a fact. And the same equipment, same terrain, if you can't ride at 4.3 watts per kilo, I am going to be quicker. So, but having said that, I can boost that. So for example, I could go up to 5, 6 watts per kilo for 1, 2, 3 minutes. So, you know, if you throw in some sprints and sustainable efforts, you know, it's a little bit of a tightrope, so, you know, but it's a relatively given science. So we will see what we can do. So the goal is to be getting over 5 watts per kilo for 20 minutes, and then increasing that up to 40 minutes eventually, which is all very good. So we will catch up when I am training. So it's going to be interesting tonight. So not only is it going to be a challenge for how tough the training will be tonight and the preparation, but also the fact that I have went complete cold turkey with added sugar, which my body has become reliant upon. Now I know I can do this, I've done it before, but for some bizarre reason it seems quite difficult this time, and I am noticing more effect this time than I've done previously. So, okay, so anyway, we'll crack on and we'll catch up during the session. Okay, so this is on the turbo now, and we've got zone 3 strength dropping intervals. So I'm going to warm up between 180 to 200 watts, and then it's going to be bigger gears, starting with 80 to 90 RPM for 5 minutes, close to my FTP, not on it but close to the FTP, and then it will be 3 minutes, 70 to 80 RPM, again similar power, close to FTP but not on it, and then it will be 2 minutes at and 60 to 70 RPM, sorry, I had to think there, again close to FTP, not on it. 5 minutes rest and recovery, easy high cadence, 180 200 watts, and then back up again for an interval, and then 5 minutes cool down. So we'll get on with the warm up and we'll see you at the session. So because of the very sudden change in diet and straight into it, I do have a gel. As I've said, no added sugar, but gels for emergency use only. They're not, I mean, even taking sugar, you wouldn't use these consistently to fuel yourself. It is for emergency. So Caliva Energy Products, this is the bomb, the caffeine one. So I need to finish the session, so if my energy starts to dip, this bad boy in 5 minutes will be back to full gas, and this will maintain me for 40 minutes. So, and then it'll just drop away and then it'll be destroyed. So that's okay. Hopefully I won't need it, but it's there as a precaution just in case. So see you on the run. Okay, that's the session finished. Whoa, that was absolutely brutal. Oh, so we've got a normalised power of 224 watts for the 45 minutes, and that took into consideration the warm up, the rest periods and the cool down. So, you know, we're kind of sitting at about 250, 260 watts when on the session, weighing at 61.7ish to 62 kilos. So yeah, that was okay. So we're not on full gas, but still a hard effort with big gear ramp ups. So as you can see, the gel is still there. I didn't need to use it, but the last 3 minutes of the on session for the interval, I was starting to get coloured spots and I could feel my stomach. It's almost like watching the fuel tank go down. You know, I had a bit of a cramp feeling in my stomach. So time for dinner, get showered up, washed, dinner time, and then rest. So see you on the next one. Cheers.